end of the tunnel. When they leave, you leave.
Okay.
Mayday, Colonel! Here comes Schultz! Come on!
In Hollywood blockbusters, the focus often falls on grand special effects, star-studded casts, and thrilling storylines. Yet, there are subtle elements that go unnoticed unless you pay close attention. It's the hard work of the art department, costume designers, and set creators that can shape a show in ways most viewers never realize. In this look behind the scenes of Hogan's Heroes, we'll highlight some of the strange details you might have missed. Next time you tune in, try to spot these oddities that add an extra layer of depth to the series.
If there is a next time.
Is it a promise?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
In the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes, one of the key aspects of the show's creative ingenuity is seen in the way Colonel Hogan and his men handle their situation within Stalag 13. In the episode The Prisoner's Code, Hogan and his fellow prisoners use coffee grounds as a clever trick to make their uniforms look dirtier than they actually are. This simple yet effective technique helps them deceive German soldiers, giving the impression that their uniforms are more worn and filthy, which aids in maintaining the illusion of their status as mere prisoners. This small detail adds a touch of realism and cleverness to the series, demonstrating how Hogan and his crew use every advantage they can, no matter how simple, to outsmart their captors. Another interesting behind-the-scenes aspect of Hogan's Heroes involves the use of barbed wire in the set design. Rather than using actual barbed wire, which could be both dangerous and expensive, the production team chose to use fishing line. This substitution was both safer for the cast and crew and significantly cheaper. The fishing line, though not as sharp or dangerous as real barbed wire, still served its purpose visually, creating the illusion of a tightly secured camp. The use of fishing line was a clever, cost-effective solution that showcased the show's ability to balance realism with practicality in its set design. These small but effective tricks helped make Hogan's Heroes a unique show, where cleverness and resourcefulness were as central to the story as the characters' humorous antics.
Oh, hi. Oh, I didn't hang up on you. I'm telling you the truth.
In the production of Hogan's Heroes, a 1965 TV series set during World War II, several creative techniques were used to keep costs down while maintaining a realistic look. For beach scenes, crushed cereal was cleverly used to simulate sand. While it wasn't exactly the same as real sand, from a distance, it gave the appearance of a sandy beach, all while being budget-friendly. This trick was a smart solution that allowed the show to create outdoor scenes without the need for expensive or hard-to-move sand. Another detail involved the use of fake cigarettes. To avoid the health risks associated with smoking real cigarettes on set, actors often smoked herbal tobacco or even tea bags filled with dry ice. These alternatives produced the appearance of smoke without the harmful effects of actual tobacco. This approach ensured that the actors could perform their roles while minimizing potential health risks associated with smoking real cigarettes. These little tricks helped create the illusion of war-torn Europe, while staying within the confines of a tight TV series budget.
No, thank you, Willie.
To our reunion.
Really, Willie.
In Hogan's Heroes, there is an episode titled The Amazing Hair where Hogan and his team come up with a clever plan to distract a German soldier. They decide to use soft ostrich feathers instead of the usual chicken feathers for their tickling scheme. This unusual choice proves to be quite effective, leading to amusing results. The humor in this situation highlights the creativity and resourcefulness of Hogan and his men as they navigate life in a POW camp during World War II. Hogan's leadership skills are evident in how his fellow prisoners immediately follow his orders without question. This immediate obedience showcases the respect and trust they have in Hogan, as he consistently finds inventive ways to help them cope with their circumstances. The show uses humor to depict the camaraderie among the prisoners, while also subtly critiquing the authority of their captors. Throughout the series, Hogan's charm and wit allow the prisoners to feel a sense of agency despite their challenging environment, making Hogan's Heroes a unique blend of comedy and wartime resilience. The interactions between the characters often highlight the absurdities of war and the strength of friendship even in dire situations.
Hello, Colonel. I'd like to introduce you to my staff. Sergeant Kinch is in charge of operations. Corporal LeBeau is our
Among the interesting aspects of the television series Hogan's Heroes, the casting choices stand out. The series featured actors like Klemperer, Banner, Askin, and Klemper, who portrayed German characters. What makes this especially fascinating is that all these actors were Jewish. Many of them had personal histories that involved fleeing from the Nazis during World War II, bringing a unique layer to their performances. Their backgrounds added depth to their roles, allowing them to portray characters in a comedic light while having experienced the harsh realities of the era. Another notable element from the series is General Burkhalter's automobile. The Mercedes-Benz W31 he drove was a luxury vehicle, but it was quite rare. Only 57 of these cars were made, and post-war, only 3 survived. This rarity makes the Mercedes a highly sought-after collector's item today. The vehicle stands as a symbol of the series' blend of history and humor, reflecting a time when many aspects of the narrative were deeply intertwined with the real-life experiences of those involved. The combination of actors' backgrounds and the car's rarity adds intriguing layers to the legacy of Hogan's Heroes.
Going to get them to clink.
A magician like Newkirk could pick your pockets wearing boxing gloves.
Some call it a prison. We call it home was a tagline that embodies the spirit of Hogan's Heroes. This tagline was suggested with a hint of sarcasm by one of the actors, showcasing how the cast managed to find humor even in dark and serious situations. The series, set during World War II, featured a group of Allied prisoners of war in a German camp who often outsmarted their captors in humorous ways. This ability to bring laughter to a seemingly grim backdrop resonated with viewers. In 1966, the cast further capitalized on the show's unique blend of comedy and wartime themes by releasing an album filled with World War II theme songs. The album gained commercial success, impressively reaching the top 40 on the Billboard 200 chart. This accomplishment highlighted the popularity of the show and the cast's musical talents, allowing them to connect with audiences through yet another form of entertainment. The combination of clever dialogue, imaginative plots, and catchy songs solidified Hogan's Heroes as a beloved series in television history.
That's what you'll get. Airtight security.
While the idea of an underground steam room at Stalag 13 might have sounded appealing to some, it was ultimately scrapped as being too unrealistic for audiences. The show's creators aimed for a blend of comedy and a glimpse into life during World War II, preferring to focus on the clever antics of the prisoners and their interactions with Colonel Klink and Sergeant Schultz. The humor derived from their elaborate schemes and the absurdities surrounding their circumstances served the show better than introducing an underground steam room. Additionally, Colonel Klink's violin playing provided comic relief, showcasing his character's misguided attempts at culture. Interestingly, Klemperer, the actor who portrayed Klink, was a classically trained musician, capable of playing the violin and piano with skill. However, his performance on the show was intentionally poor, adding to the comedic effect and illustrating Klink's pretentiousness. This contrast between Klemperer's talent and Klink's lack of skill became a memorable aspect of the series. The show flourished by balancing humor, character-driven moments, and a satirical take on military life, making it a beloved classic.
Switched during the blackout.
You are very resourceful, Colonel.
Yeah. This bottom latch
In the series Hogan's Heroes, salt was originally used as a creative way to simulate snow in certain scenes. This method was common in television production to achieve the desired effect without needing special effects equipment. As the show progressed, the production team decided to switch to white paint, which provided a more permanent and reliable solution for depicting snow on set. This change allowed for more control over the visual elements and ensured consistency in the show's aesthetic. In addition to these behind-the-scenes details, the series had a notable personal connection among its cast. Bob Crane, who played Colonel Hogan, married Patricia Olson, the actress who portrayed Hilda, Colonel Klink's secretary. They met on the set, where their on-screen chemistry likely contributed to their off-screen romance. Their relationship added a unique layer to the show's legacy, intertwining personal lives with the comedic and often zany narratives of the series.
I think you forced it.
It's a German plane, although it understands its force. Get those.
Despite the light-hearted nature of Hogan's Heroes, the series cleverly reflected its unique production challenges. The main characters rarely interacted together on screen, a choice made to reinforce the theme of isolation, and also due to budget constraints. This creative decision meant that scenes often featured individuals or smaller groups, rather than large ensemble casts. Audiences became familiar with the recurring dynamics between characters, even if they were not always united in every scene. As the show gained popularity, the need for cost-effective solutions became evident. Interestingly, the set of Hogan's Heroes was ultimately destroyed in the film Elsa, following a real explosion that added theatrical flair to the movie while simultaneously saving demolition costs. This unique blend of constraints and creativity shaped the series, making it a memorable part of television history. Watching the characters navigate their unique relationships against the backdrop of war camp life sits at the heart of Hogan's Heroes.
What's this? What's going on?
Oh, didn't Carter give you the message?
No, but he give you a message?
He's outside looking for you, LeBeau. Cook the squad.
Werner Klemperer took on the role of Colonel Klink in Hogan's Heroes with certain conditions that shaped how the character would be perceived. He made it clear that he would only accept the part if Klink would never win or succeed in his plans. This condition was crucial for Klemperer, as he wanted to ensure that his portrayal of a German officer during World War II would not glorify the character in any way. Instead, Klink became a bumbling fool, providing comedic relief while highlighting the absurdity of the situation. To add to the show's distinct visual style, the producers made a decision to maintain a portrayal of winter throughout the series. Regardless of the actual season or weather during filming, snow and frosty scenes were consistently shown, resulting in characters wearing winter attire at all times. This choice not only contributed to the authenticity of the setting, but also became a notable characteristic of the series, giving it a unique charm that resonated with audiences. The combination of Klemperer's approach to the character and the consistent winter aesthetic helped create a memorable environment that audiences came to love.
Colonel, you're talking to a guy from Detroit who used to work for the telephone company.
Well, that's an empire. How's the hat coming?
Oh, they can't agree.
A leather jacket played a key role in the story of Hogan's Heroes. Bob Crane, who was the lead actor, wore this jacket, which became iconic among fans of the show. In 2009, this very jacket was auctioned, capturing the interest of collectors and fans alike. Interestingly, it had a previous life, as it was worn by the legendary singer and actor Frank Sinatra in the film Von Ryan's Express. Hogan's Heroes enjoyed a good run on television, but it faced a challenging fate. The show was canceled during what is often referred to as the Rural Purge. This period in television history saw networks making tough decisions to cut shows thought to be primarily popular with rural viewers. Consequently, many beloved series were lost during this era. The blending of a leather jacket's rich history with the evolution of TV programming highlights how interconnected stories can be, and how certain elements can travel from one iconic moment to another in the fabric of entertainment history.
General von Krattenhorn's orders.
His orders? I shall give orders to have you all shot!
You see how great minds work alike.
Larry Hovis wore his wedding ring throughout the series, and the production team often had to find clever ways to hide it. They used gloves or other props to cover the ring to keep it from being seen during filming. This attention to detail shows how the creators took the role of the characters seriously. By disguising the ring, they maintained the illusion that the actors were fully immersed in their roles. Similarly, the show employed day-for-night filters to create nighttime scenes. This technique involves shooting during the day, but altering the footage to appear like it was filmed at night. While this method was common in earlier television and film productions, it is less relied upon today due to advancements in technology that allow for better lighting and filming techniques. The use of day-for-night photography was a creative solution for the show's budget and time constraints, allowing scenes to have a different ambience without needing to shoot at night. The effort that went into these details reflects the dedication the team had to crafting a believable story within the comedy setting of a POW camp.
Hogan, I am not amused. My sense of humor left with LeBeau. Dismissed.
Despite being a comedy, Hogan's Heroes stirred up controversy when Leonard Kinski decided to leave the show after finding out it centered around a plot involving Nazis. This decision was surprising given his previous work in Casablanca, a classic movie that dealt with serious themes during World War II. Kinski's departure reflected some actors' discomfort with the comedic portrayal of such a sensitive subject. The humorous elements in Hogan's Heroes sometimes clashed with the grim historical context, raising questions about how we can joke about significant events like the war. Additionally, Bob Crane, the show's star, was not just an actor, he was also an accomplished drummer. His musical talent shone through in the theme song, which added a lively and distinctive feel to the series. Crane demonstrated his drumming skills in several episodes, blending comedy with musical flair. This combination of humor, nostalgia, and a surprising musical backdrop contributed to the series' memorable experience, leaving audiences with both laughter and reflections on the past.
Calisthenics, which means flabby bodies, which means flabby minds, which means a flabby camp.
Flabby.
No parades, which means low morale, which means...
This exploration of Hogan's Heroes reveals the amazing details that often go unnoticed, yet contribute to the show's charm. From clever set designs that hint at character backstories to costumes that reflect the era's fashion, these elements create a richer viewing experience. Appreciate the layers of humor woven into the dialogue and the subtle interactions between characters. Many fans are surprised to learn that some running gags or props have deeper significance than they appear. Such details can enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the series. As you rewatch the episodes, keep an eye out for these hidden gems that contribute to the narrative and character development. You might find new ways to enjoy this classic show. Each viewing can uncover more than just the laughs. It can open up a world of craftsmanship and creativity that has earned Hogan's Heroes a special place in television history.
Office. Mr. Colonel wished to contest my report. According to Article 17, a rider made out...
Hogan's Heroes, the 1965 sitcom set during World War II, occupies a unique place in television history. The premise, which revolves around a group of Allied prisoners of war orchestrating humorous schemes against their bumbling German captors, strikes a delicate balance between comedy and the gravity of its historical backdrop. Opinions about the show reveal a complex tapestry of perspectives, celebrating its charm while also critiquing its handling of sensitive subjects. Many viewers express admiration for the show's ability to provide levity in the midst of a dark period. One reviewer highlights the skill involved in creating humor from such a difficult context, noting that the chemistry among the cast contributes significantly to the show's appeal. The comedic aspects are praised for introducing a sense of fun, reminiscent of childhood memories for longtime fans. Although the series tackles themes associated with war, it does so through a lens that is often lighthearted, allowing audiences to engage with history without becoming overwhelmed by its inherent darkness. The show's casting choices reflect a progressive attitude for its time, particularly regarding the portrayal of racial equality. Reviews indicate pleasure in the inclusion of African American characters as equals within the narrative, a bold move for a sitcom produced in the 1960s. This aspect is appreciated as part of a broader trend in contemporary television, where other programs, such as Star Trek, also began to challenge social norms. Reviewers recognize this as a significant step toward representation during an era marked by racial injustices. Critiques, however, do emerge regarding the show's tones and production values. While the ensemble cast, featuring talent like Bob Crane, Werner Klemperer, and John Banner, is celebrated for their comedic performances, some reviews lament the overall execution of the series. The production quality is seen as emblematic of 1960s television, although it features competent editing and catchy theme music composed by Jerry Fielding. It also falls short of today's standards. Commentators note moments where music may feel recycled due to budget constraints, a reality of the time that influences the viewing experience. Despite these critiques, many agree on the overall entertainment value of the series. Viewers report that some episodes are outstanding, while others might be forgettable. However, the combination of humor and strong performances tends to outweigh the show's lesser moments. It resonates with audiences of various backgrounds, showcasing resilience and creativity in routing comedic narratives from a serious historical context. At its core, Hogan's Heroes invites a nuanced discussion about the intersection of comedy and history. Its ability to entertain while engaging with complex themes reveals a sophisticated understanding of post-war attitudes and the need for laughter amidst hardship. The varied opinions regarding the series contribute to its lasting legacy, prompting ongoing conversations about representation, humor, and the themes of war. With its distinct approach, Hogan's Heroes remains an intriguing subject of analysis, appealing to both nostalgia and critical engagement.
Look, I'm gonna go get the map from Strasser. I'll meet you back in solitary at camp.
As we wrap up our exploration of the captivating storylines and humor of Hogan's Heroes, we invite you to delve even deeper into the world behind the show. What happened to our beloved cast members once the cameras stopped rolling? How did their lives change after the final curtain call? From the iconic Colonel Hogan to the witty Sergeant Schultz, each actor had a unique journey filled with surprising twists. Join us as we uncover the personal stories, career paths, and unforgettable moments that define their lives beyond the series. This bonus segment promises to reveal unexpected facts and fascinating anecdotes that will keep you on the edge of your seat, eager to learn more about the legacy of Hogan's Heroes and its talented cast.
You can do. Sleep on it.
I thought that's what you would do.
Nita Talbot played the role of Maria in the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes. Her character brought a mix of charm and intrigue to the show, often caught in a web of espionage and romance. Nita portrayed Maria as a cunning yet sympathetic figure, highlighting her ability to navigate the complexities of wartime life. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Nita's career continued with various television roles, featuring in shows like Get Smart and The Love Boat. However, her personal life revealed a darker side. She faced struggles with depression, compounded by the pressures of fame. One notable incident involved a highly publicized relationship that ended in scandal, drawing media attention and affecting her career. Nita later experienced the loss of close friends in the industry, which deepened her sense of isolation. As of the latest updates, information on Nita Talbot remains limited, with no recent public appearances or interviews since her retirement from acting. Her legacy remains tied to her impactful role in Hogan's Heroes, yet the shadows of her personal challenges linger.
Hogan!
Hogan?
Well, look at me. I only work here.
Henry Corden brought a unique depth to the character of Colonel Wilhelm Klink's assistant, Antonovich, on the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes. Corden portrayed Antonovich with a blend of cunning and charm, often reflecting the tensions between duty and personal ambition within the backdrop of a war camp. His performance highlighted the absurdities of war through comedy, making Antonovich a memorable figure. After Hogan's Heroes, Corden's career continued, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled against typecasting, finding it difficult to land diverse roles that matched the depth of his talents. Personal hardships also marked his life. He experienced bouts of depression and grappled with the loss of his father, which weighed heavily on his creative spirit. Strikingly, he was involved in a bitter scandal in the late 1970s when allegations surfaced about his business dealings. This public fallout impacted his reputation and career opportunities for a time. Until his passing in 2005, Corden remained active in voice acting, yet his last known information reveals a quiet withdrawal from the public spotlight, leading to questions about his final years. The mystery surrounding his later life leaves a lingering sense of intrigue about the man behind the roles.
A meeting? Where?
Right here in this camp.
I'm certainly...
Larry Hovis played the role of Sergeant Andrew Carter in the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes. His character was known for his charm and clever ideas, often using humor to alleviate tense situations among his fellow prisoners of war. Hovis brought a unique presence to the show, adding depth to the dynamic of the group. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Hovis faced challenges in his career, struggling to find roles that matched the impact of his previous work. He transitioned to directing and producing, but personal hardships did not avoid him. In the 1980s, Hovis told a story of battling throat cancer, which not only impacted his physical health but also affected his ability to perform. Despite these struggles, he managed to stay active in the industry, working primarily in television and theater. He later moved to California, where he quietly lived until his death in 2003. His later years were largely shadowed, leaving behind a legacy of talent marred by personal battles.
I understand that Palm Springs is simply beautiful.
That's right. They took pre-flight training there.
John Hoyt's portrayal of General Bruner in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes added a layer of complexity to the comedy. His character represented an authoritative figure whose misguided ambition and ineptitude often led to humorous situations. Hoyt's performance is remembered for its ability to balance comedic timing with a more sinister undertone, reflecting the tension of a wartime setting. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Hoyt continued to act in various films and television series, yet much of his later career was overshadowed by personal struggles. He faced significant challenges, including a tumultuous personal life marked by the stress of typecasting and an increasingly rarefied role in Hollywood. Reports suggest he struggled with depression and financial issues, leading to a period of obscurity. With little information about his later years, it remains unclear how he coped with these difficulties. John Hoyt passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy that is still discussed, but often shrouded in the shadows of his later life challenges.
Parade,
Granted.
after all, belonged to us too.
Alan Oppenheimer portrayed Colonel Sitzer in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, bringing a complex blend of authority and subtle menace to the character. Sitzer was tasked with maintaining order in a POW camp where intelligence and cunning were necessary for survival against the clever schemes of the main characters. Oppenheimer's performance added depth to the series, showcasing the darker side of war through a seemingly comedic lens. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Oppenheimer continued to work in television and film, featuring in various notable roles in series such as The Incredible Hulk, and voice work in animations like Transformers. However, his career was not without its troubles. Oppenheimer faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous divorce that took a toll on his mental health. Reports of struggles with depression, exacerbated by the pressures of Hollywood, clouded his later years. As of now, Oppenheimer's whereabouts are largely a mystery, with few public appearances after the 1990s, leaving fans to wonder about the life of a man who captivated audiences with his performances.
I hate to say this, Colonel, but I don't see any...
John Banner is best known for his role as Sergeant Hans Schultz in the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes. His portrayal of the bumbling, good-natured guard in a World War II PI camp remains iconic. His character was known for his memorable catchphrase, "I see nothing," a line that humorously highlighted his willful ignorance of the camp's true nature. Banner's performance brought a unique blend of humor and humanity to the role, helping to shape public perception of that period. He was a Jewish refugee who fled from Austria to the United States to escape the Nazis, which added depth to his character's complexity and his nuanced understanding of the subject matter. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Banner faced challenges in his career. The public often struggled to separate him from his character. He appeared in several films and guest starred in various TV shows, but his roles were limited, and he faced typecasting. A dark cloud hung over his later years as he suffered from various health issues that led to long hospital stays. In 1973, Banner underwent surgery to remove a gallbladder and later had complications due to a serious illness. His life also held personal hardships. He dealt with the lingering effects of his past experiences during the war, which haunted him. Banner passed away in 1973, leaving behind a legacy marked by both laughter and mystery. His life story is a reminder of how the show business world can often overshadow the personal struggles faced by its stars. As of the latest reports, no significant new information has emerged about his life since his passing, yet his contributions to television continue to resonate with fans and the industry alike. His complex identity as a survivor and actor remains a topic of fascination.
He told it to me himself.
That's bad.
It ain't good.
Your boys are not to...
Robert Clary portrayed the clever and crafty Corporal Louis LeBeau in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a role that brought both laughter and a sense of intrigue. Clary, a Holocaust survivor, used his experiences to shape LeBeau's character, blending humor with a deep understanding of suffering. His performance is often remembered for its charm and wit, but behind the comedy lay a dark history. Clary was captured by the Nazis during World War II and spent time in a concentration camp, which shaped his worldview and acting style. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Clary's career continued, though not without struggles. He faced challenges in finding roles that acknowledged his talent beyond typecasting. Outside of acting, Clary dealt with personal tragedies, including the loss of family members during the Holocaust, which haunted him throughout his life. He also explored his passions for painting and music, often using them as outlets for his pain and creativity. In later years, Clary became an advocate for Holocaust education, sharing his stories to ensure that history would not be forgotten. The last known information about him indicates he was actively sharing his experiences as of 2020, contributing to documentaries and educational events. Clary's life, marked by resilience and creativity in the face of darkness, stands as a testament to his spirit.
It's a mistake.
No mistake about it. We had them cleaned and pressed while you were enjoying your mineral water.
Sure, we ain't...
Leon Askin portrayed General Burkhalter in the 1965 sitcom Hogan's Heroes. His character was the often clueless but menacing commandant of a German POW camp during World War II, providing a contrast to the main characters who consistently outsmarted him. Askin's performance infused the role with a unique blend of authority and absurdity, bringing a darker undertone to what was otherwise a comedic narrative centered around war. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Askin continued his acting career with appearances in various TV shows and films. He faced personal difficulties, such as struggling with typecasting due to his role in Hogan's Heroes, which limited the diversity of roles available to him. Askin also dealt with the challenges of aging in Hollywood, where opportunities for older actors can diminish. Notably, he experienced the tragic loss of his homeland, Austria, under Nazi occupation during his childhood, shaping his perspective on war and conflict. The last known information about Askin is that he passed away in 2005, and his legacy lives on through his impactful performances and personal story of resilience.
Colonel Hogan! Good evening!
Don't you Germans ever knock?
Parley Baer portrayed Colonel Burmeister in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character that exemplified both authority and tension within the comedic context of a World War II POW camp. Baer's portrayal blended humor with a sense of underlying menace, making Colonel Burmeister a memorable antagonist in the series. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Baer continued his career in television, appearing in various roles in series such as The Dick Van Dyke Show and The Twilight Zone, showcasing his versatility and range as an actor. Baer's life wasn't without hardship. He faced personal challenges, including battling financial difficulties in the 1970s, which led him to take a variety of odd jobs to make ends meet. His marriages also faced turmoil. He was married 3 times, and his second marriage ended amid allegations of infidelity, adding a layer of scandal to his private life. In his later years, Baer largely stepped away from the spotlight, leaving behind a legacy defined by his unique blend of humor and darkness. He passed away in 2002, but details of his final years remain sparse, making them shrouded in mystery.
What's with Von Rauscher?
He will sleep until the rocket launch.
Richard Dawson's portrayal of Newkirk in the 1965 sitcom Hogan's Heroes is remembered for its wit and charm. Newkirk, a resourceful British PW, showcased Dawson's ability to infuse humor into dire situations. This role significantly increased his popularity and established him as a recognizable star. After Hogan's Heroes wrapped in 1971, Dawson transitioned to hosting game shows, most notably Family Feud, where his engaging personality attracted a loyal audience. Dawson's life, however, was not without dark moments. He faced personal struggles, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Diana Dors, which ended in a bitter divorce. He battled alcoholism, which he publicly acknowledged, and suffered health issues, including a battle with cancer later in life. In his later years, Dawson stayed out of the regular spotlight, but occasionally appeared at conventions, reflecting on his past. He passed away in 2012 from complications of esophageal cancer, leaving behind a legacy colorful with both success and personal trials.
Camp. We arranged to have the girls go out in the dog truck tomorrow.
Of course, I said it was brilliant. Don't you see? It will be...
Werner Klemperer is best remembered for his role as Colonel Klink in the 1965 sitcom Hogan's Heroes, where he portrayed a bumbling yet charming Nazi officer who was often outsmarted by Allied prisoners. Klemperer, a Jewish refugee from Nazi Germany, carried a deep understanding of the subject matter. His performance was layered with irony, offering humor in the face of horror. After the show ended in 1971, Klemperer continued his career in theater and television, earning acclaim for his work in productions like the Broadway revival of Cabaret. However, his life was not without trials. Klemperer faced personal struggles, including the backlash from his own community for his role in a comedic portrayal of Nazis, which some saw as trivializing serious historical events. He also dealt with the emotional aftermath of being a refugee, grappling with the loss of family members in the Holocaust. In his later years, Klemperer remained active in acting and music until he passed away in 2000. He left behind a legacy that invokes both laughter and contemplation, challenging perceptions of identity and history through his art. His contributions continue to be remembered, though details of his final years remain sparse.
Convincing. Battle of France, the Eastern Front. Boy, my guts are spinning around just the thought of going.
Harold Gould portrayed General von Schlamm in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, showcasing a blend of charm and cunning. His character was a more complex antagonist, often torn between his duty and a sense of morality. Gould's ability to depict a character caught in a web of loyalty and intelligence made him memorable within the show's comedic framework. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Gould's career continued to flourish in theater, film, and television. He appeared in notable productions including The Sting, and roles in series like The Golden Girls, and Sue Thomas FBI beyond his professional life. Gould faced personal challenges that shaped his journey. He experienced a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce, yet he maintained a close relationship with his children. Known for his wit, he became a popular figure in the industry despite rumors surrounding disagreements with studio heads. Harold Gould passed away in 2010 at the age of 86. His contributions to the arts remain celebrated, though little has emerged regarding any scandals or controversies in his later years.
Well, we used 8 men, and as I remember, it took us about
16 hours.
Yeah, 16 hours.
Bob Crane portrayed Colonel Hogan in Hogan's Heroes, a role that showcased his charm and comedic timing. While Hogan was a clever and resourceful leader among the prisoners of war, Crane's own life proved to be more complex and troubled. After the success of the show, Crane struggled to find roles that matched his earlier fame. He experienced declining popularity in the entertainment industry, leading to personal hardships and financial woes. The bright persona he displayed on screen contrasted sharply with the darkness that enveloped his later years. Crane's life took a tragic turn when he became embroiled in scandal. In the 1970s, he faced intense media scrutiny due to his interest in sexually explicit films and his relationships with various women, often leading to provocative situations. The peak of his personal turmoil culminated in his mysterious murder in 1978, which remains unsolved. Details about his death reveal a gruesome crime scene and reveal many unanswered questions about his life and relationships. The investigation into his murder continued for years, drawing in various suspects but never leading to conclusive evidence. As of now, the mystery of Bob Crane's death lingers, leaving an indelible mark on his legacy.
Bo has done an excellent job. He must have worked like a dog to make these.
Gavin MacLeod portrayed General Metzger in the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes, where he was known for his straightforward yet layered performance. As Metzger, MacLeod presented a blend of authority and vulnerability, navigating the absurdities of a World War II POW camp setting under the shadow of war. His character often found himself at odds with both the prisoners and the overarching comedic chaos, embodying a man caught in a system much larger than himself. Following Hogan's Heroes, MacLeod struggled with the transition from a comedic role to more serious acting opportunities. He faced personal hardships, including a difficult marriage that ended in divorce, and issues with alcoholism, which affected both his family life and career. In the late 1980s, he began to turn his life around, embracing a renewed faith and finding stability in his personal affairs. Sadly, he battled health challenges in his later years. As of the last known information, MacLeod passed away on May 29, 2021, leaving behind a legacy shaped by both his iconic role and personal trials.
Now comes the tricky part. The 2 models. One you turn.
Kathleen Freeman's portrayal of Gertrude Linkmeyer in the 1965 series Hogan's Heroes was notable for its unique blend of comedic timing and a complex character as a heavy who possessed intelligence and depth. Her performance brought to life the nuances of a woman navigating her position within a male-dominated environment, showcasing her talent for comedy despite the dark backdrop of World War II. Freeman's career included numerous roles in theater and television, often typecast as the tough, no-nonsense woman, a reflection of her strong presence. However, her personal life was marked by tragedies that were often eclipsed by her professional successes. After the show, Freeman faced significant hardships, including the death of her longtime friend and mentor, which left her deeply affected. She battled health issues and continued to work sporadically until her passing in 2001. The details after her career remain scant, with little information contributing to a sense of mystery around her later years.
Anne Wesker is a very intelligent and attractive girl.
Maybe I'm wrong then.
John Crawford played the role of the first Gestapo man in the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes. This character was portrayed as a cunning and somewhat sinister figure, contributing to the show's dark comedic tone. Crawford's performance brought an unsettling depth to the role, indicating a menacing presence in a series otherwise dominated by humor and lightheartedness. Beyond Hogan's Heroes, Crawford's acting career included various roles in both film and television. His resume featured notable appearances in series like The Twilight Zone and The Man from UNCLE, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Off-screen, Crawford faced personal challenges. His struggles with alcoholism were well documented, leading to tumultuous relationships and career setbacks. He was involved in some scandals that impacted his reputation, particularly during the late 1970s. In the years following this, information on Crawford becomes sparse, with no recent updates about his life or whereabouts. His legacy remains that of a complicated performer, balancing profound roles with private turmoil.
General? Is this the way you relentlessly beat down a prisoner?
Well,
Arlene Martell played the role of Tiger on the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Tiger is remembered as a commanding and captivating character, embodying a blend of strength and allure amidst the backdrop of war. Martell's performance added a unique dimension to the series, showcasing her skills as an actress. Beyond this signature role, Martell's career spanned various mediums, including film, television, and theater, with her portraying a mix of strong female characters. However, her journey was not without challenges. In the tumultuous 1960s, she faced difficulties related to typecasting and the industry's stringent standards for women. Personal hardships included navigating strained relationships and facing the heartbreaking loss of her son in a motorcycle accident. In her later years, Martell continued to work, participating in conventions and interviews, shedding light on her time in the industry and reflecting on her experiences. The last known information indicates she had been living a quieter life, focusing on her passions, but her enigmatic presence in Hollywood remains acknowledged and respected.
Pipe down, pipe down.
Thank you, Colonel. Thank you.
Provided the recreation hall is reopened and all past...
William Christopher is best known for his role as Father Mulcahy in the iconic series Hogan's Heroes, which aired in 1965. Initially, Christopher's character provided comic relief and portrayed a sense of morality amid the absurdity of camp life. His performance infused the show with depth through vulnerability and unwavering faith, allowing audiences to connect with his hopeful outlook during turbulent conditions. After Hogan's Heroes, Christopher transitioned into various roles on television and theater, yet his portrayal of Mulcahy largely overshadowed his other works. In his personal life, Christopher faced significant challenges. His son, whom he adored, struggled with addiction, causing strain within the family. This led Christopher to advocate for mental health awareness, recognizing the silent battles many endure. Later in life, Christopher experienced the heartbreak of losing his beloved wife, which filled his later years with a profound sense of loss. He dealt with declining health for several years, but remained active in his community until his passing in 2016 at the age of 84. Recent updates indicate that Christopher is remembered not only for his comedic talent, but also for his kindness and resilience in facing life's shadows.
Even have my phone tapped. What are you doing?
Kissing him this...
Hogan's Heroes remains a beloved classic, charming audiences since it first aired in 1965. The show combined humor and a unique setting following Colonel Hogan and his crew as they outsmarted their captors in a German POW camp during World War II. The talented cast, including Bob Crane, who played Colonel Hogan, and other unforgettable characters like Sergeant Carter and Colonel Klink, faced their own challenges in Hollywood. After the show ended, many cast members sought new careers, with some continuing to act, while others faced difficulties like Bob Crane's tragic death. The show's clever writing and memorable moments, such as Hogan's elaborate plans and the comedic antics of the inept guards, ensured it would be a part of television history. Now, we ask you to take a trip down memory lane. Did you watch Hogan's Heroes as a child? What memories do you have tied to this show? We'd love to hear your stories, so please share them in the comments below.
Yeah, but if we're gonna keep Freddie as a mascot, you better not have him working around the barracks here, because Clink's bound to see him.
Yeah, Carter is right. Clink would have